Over thousands of years, the style of Chinese calligraphy has evolved continually. Qin Shi Huangqi authorized a burning of the books to unify China, and an official index of characters was created. Now, there are 5 major styles that have survived over the years.
History!
Most of the characters look very different from today, and they were all written on stone tablets, so had very sharp characters. Things began to be written on paper, but still in the cursive-like font of the Han Dynasty. Most of the characters were fully developed along with cursive and standard script. It was much harder to find stone tablet writing for this dynasty. You can really tell that over time, all the writing became a little bit more squiggly. Here you can see the different cursive scripts, including semi-cursive and cursive. And here's what we know today, with all the different scripts and stuff.
Okay, okay.
¿Dónde estamos?
¿Dónde estamos? Okay, ¿por qué? Mundo, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Cómo estás?
Transformations?
Minnie Mouse. Aquí estás, Minnie Mouse.
Bien, bien, bien.
Voy a pasar.
The character for light began as a sun and a moon, but then it sort of switched sides, got a little squiggly, then squished, then stretched into what we know today. Before, after. Same thing happens to the word ear.
Writing.
Rule number 1, draw from the top down, except in squares. Rule number 2, draw left to right except from a hook on the right side, which would go first. Rule number
3.
horizontal lines and squares are drawn before vertical lines, except for a line at the bottom, which always comes last. Rule number 4, frames are drawn before contents. Rule number 5, centers are drawn before symmetrical sides. Rule number 6, secondary dots are drawn last. There is a horizontal line, a dot, a sweeping downward stroke, a vertical line, a sharp curve, a downward stroke, and another downward stroke.
Tools.
Well, these are the tools that you'll need to do calligraphy. Well, paper's needed, but it needs to be thin and slightly absorbent.
So I use paper from my WebAssign notebook.
You also need Chinese ink, and it comes as a solid.
So I used a random Sharpie we found on the ground.
An inkstone is used to grind the ink and mix it with water, but that's only important if you're planning to be able to draw.
So we kept on using the questionable Sharpie.
Chinese brushes with sharp points are important. They're usually made of animal hair, each animal for a different type of writing.
So, yet, this is long-lasting. This Sharpie is.
Let's zoom in on this action. Yes.